Open stock is trending down 1.5%. This is Monday, the 29th of December, 2025, pre market session. Okay, underlying trend is strongly bullish, and lower prices are expected to keep printing, at least going all the way towards the 23rd of January. After that, it might pick up a bounce, but in the interim as well, at least in a very, 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 very short term, up till Friday the 2nd. Okay, that is the end of this week. It's low prices is what is still extrapolated as well. The 40-day moving average is also contracting or expected to continue to print, or sorry, expected to continue to trend downwards to prevent any bounce that might occur. Projections are currently saying beginning from the least 2.9, 3.68, 4.94, and previous projections were as high as 10.73 as of the 3rd of November. Momentum is expected to remain flat going all the way towards early February. Okay, so far I think we can say that based on what is happening right now, it's down 1.5% in this pre-market session. The extrapolation got it right here. It was saying it was going to be a down day today, but so far so good. So far so good. We don't exactly know what's going to happen when the market opens. So people are still talking about the bid to acquire a home buyer by the company, and let's see whether we can get more of those sentiments surrounding all of that. You know. But before we do that, let's just quickly glance at its 4-hour chart and also have a look at its market grid. On the 4-hour chart as well, here lower prices are expected to remain in place at least up to midday today. And then after that, a brief bounce is expected, but it's just the same volatility, the same distributive contraction. It's just in the same part. It's all in the pattern of distributive contraction. So it's not really expected to bounce and attempt to retest their previous highs. Here projections are currently saying 5.43, 5.63, 5.95. Let's see, do we have anything beyond the sort of prices we have already seen? 10.85, just slightly above 10.73 we saw on the daily chart. So on this 4-hour chart, the probability of it, okay, we'll do that on the daily chart. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at its market grid. It will give us a range of prices. It has the potential to trade within. Let's see. Yeah, we have 6.12, between 6.12 and 5.78. It's currently trading at 5.92 with a downward trajectory. So, yeah, 5.91 may have already been tested before now. Yeah, the odds of it going as low as 5.78 is there as well. It's there. Let's see what it says on its daily chart. Here on the daily chart, the stock is 5.92. Okay, so it's actually outside of the grid. Yeah, it's actually outside of the grid right now. So one would expect it to bounce back into the grid, but it's not exactly the best. I think our best bet will be what we have on its 4-hour chart. But indeed, we can also have a look at the 1-hour chart before we get the sentiments. Yeah, the sentiment. Okay, we have a 5.95. It's trading 5.91, so it's very very tight here. 5.91. So it's in the resistance zone. It has the trajectory is just neutral right now. So okay, so it's a mix of things. We have obviously we have a range. Well, yeah, we have varying ranges. Yes, as you can see here. Here it's looking a lot more ambitious, a lot more encouraging. Yeah, on this 1-hour chart, the prospects of retesting 5.95 is there as well. So here we can see the extrapolation is for a sideways movement, at least up till midday tomorrow the 30th. Okay, so let's get a sentiment about all its bid to acquire homebuyer.com. Yeah.
Opendoor is back in the spotlight after announcing its strategic acquisition of homebuyer.com, a move that signals a deeper push into becoming a true full stack real estate platform. By bringing mortgage services in house, Opendoor is aiming to streamline the entire transaction process, from search to financing to closing, and reduce friction for both buyers and sellers. Supporters see this as a natural evolution of the company's model, allowing Opendoor to capture more value per customer while building a more tightly integrated ecosystem. A big part of the conversation also centers on Opendoor's default to AI strategy, where the company is increasingly leaning on artificial intelligence for pricing, underwriting, customer workflows, and operational decision making. Bulls argue that if Opendoor can meaningfully automate large chunks of what is still a highly manual industry, it could unlock major efficiency gains, improve margins, and create a durable advantage over traditional brokers and other iBuying competitors. Optimists also point to potential macro tailwinds, including easing mortgage rates, the gradual thawing of transaction volumes, and long term housing demand, as factors that could amplify the impact of these strategic moves. In their view, Opendoor isn't just reacting to market pressures, but laying the groundwork for a more resilient, platform driven business that could scale meaningfully when conditions improve. But despite the big picture excitement, frustration is running high across parts of the community. Many traders and investors are openly irritated that the stock's recent performance hasn't matched the ambition of the announcements. Concerns persist around profitability, cash burn, and execution risk, especially in a still choppy housing environment. Some argue that while the strategy sounds strong on paper, Opendoor must prove it can translate AI initiatives and product expansion into real margin improvement, not just buzz. There's also skepticism around timing and communication. A portion of the community feels that leadership hasn't done enough to clearly articulate the roadmap, milestones, or financial impact tied to the homebuyer.com acquisition and AI driven initiatives. With volatility still elevated, that lack of clarity leaves room for speculation and anxiety. So the mood is divided. Bulls see foundational moves that could reshape Opendoor into a powerful end to end real estate platform. Skeptics want less vision and more proof, especially on unit economics and profitability. For now, Opendoor sits at a familiar crossroads, a bold strategy, a long runway, and a market that's still waiting to see execution catch up to the narrative.